And welcome back to another episode of The Credit Authority. Once again, I am your host, Rhonda Kulch, and I appreciate you staying tuned in. So once again, we always want to start our show by thanking our sponsors. So thank you so much to Equity First. If you are experiencing credit and or financial challenges, feel free to reach out to any one of their trained professionals. They are bilingual, nationwide, and ready to take your call. They can be reached at 631-714-4822. And in studio today, we have the one and only disruptors of the solar industry. I am sitting with Tyler and Linae from Uprisen. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. So you got, today is that day, I had another guest on earlier that has so much energy. And I feel like the market where we are, really everybody's just so down and out, right? And then I meet you guys and you have so much life. Tell me, share your secret sauce. Tell me what is going on at Uprisen that you guys are literally on fire right now.
I think, I'm 30, I'm going to be 34 years old. So, growing up with the people of my age group, we were, going through college, trying to figure out what we were going to do with our lives. And a lot of us wanted to take that path of being, accountants, lawyers, doctors, union workers, or whatever. And I think there's just something really special about the group that we have. We're very entrepreneurial. We've all kind of hit that that wall in life where we're like, what are we going to do? What do we, apply our skills and our life experience to? And I think we've all kind of discovered renewable energy, and we see it as a career path for all of us. And that type of energy, that excitement when people find something that they could really love and work super hard at, knowing that there's no glass ceiling, right? The sky's the limit. It's fascinating. So I think that energy really derives from just the genuine drive that we all have to be just great people and great individuals, the best versions of ourselves. Which
I love. And, you hit on something. So obviously, Mr. Rub It in my face that I'm 50 and you're 34, but...
I never said that.
So you said something important, which is renewable energy. And I know that a lot of our generation, or I should say your generation, is fighting for a go green movement. Does that have anything to do with your willingness, or I should say your passion and drive for the renewable energy?
Yeah, there's something really cool about, being able to go home to the wife and talk about how we're consulting with and selling a product that actually, benefits our environment, the planet. Really, that whole green initiative was something that we really pushed like a decade ago. Nowadays, we're more educated and there's a lot more that's maturing in the renewable energy space. So there's a lot to learn and we are students of the game, right? So I think that nowadays it's more about the investment, right? Just understanding the numbers and what you're paying for electricity right now. Open up your eyes. Most people don't even understand how to calculate how they're being billed for their electric bill. They just pay it every month without even fully understanding what's going on. So we look at it from an investment perspective. We want to educate homeowners and put them in a situation where we're eliminating a liability and putting them in a situation where they're saving money right away, and they're planning for the future. So it's interesting.
Which I love. And I know we have Linae here, and I know that we spoke, and you by far are also a big creative with this organization.
That is correct.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your background and what made you want to be part of the team at Uprisen.
Well, I have a pretty unique background. I originally went to school in college for electrical engineering and physics. I briefly interned at NASA. I love engineering. I love technology, especially being able to stay in that space. And when I moved to New York, originally from Maryland, I got into sales, insurance, finance, you name it. And
nothing like using your skills, just saying.
Absolutely. And when after the COVID, I do know a lot of peers like myself in my age group. I was looking for something that was more stable, something I can really sink my teeth into and be happy at the work I'm putting in on my day to day. And that's when I came across renewables with solar, and it just clicked for me. My technical background, my financial background, and also being able to push a product that's not only making me successful, but I'm helping our environment and our customers.
I love it. This is why I needed to have that balance with you guys, because I know that we've spent time together off the air, and there's different synergies, right, that happen in different spaces. So what I want to talk about next is, we know a lot of times we hear solar companies, promoting a product. You work on the residential and the commercial side, which I find to be very unique, because in the past, people that I've had relationships with, they pick a team, right? Or they pick a side. What is it about Uprisen that is allowing you to be successful by operating in both spaces at the same time?
I think it's a combination of what you said, balance and drive. I think that, solar is approaching that middle adoption phase, right? The early adoption phase has passed. Now we're approaching that middle adoption phase, right? Where solar is not quite the Google and Apple yet, right? But I think that we just have a team that's got a very diversified set of skills and backgrounds. Commercial is more of a financial product for business owners. So there's a lot of different teachings and learnings that we have to go through and put our people through. So most solar companies find it difficult as it is to have a singular focus on the residential space, one staff, one infrastructure. Us at Uprisen, we've built that infrastructure to support both a residential and a commercial, operation. So it's really just that will. We work with the best commercial developers in the country, and our partners happen to also install residential projects. So, we see that there was a lack of a lot that was missing in the commercial side of the business. For one being the financing. There's a lot of residential financing available for homeowners, but installation companies don't quite understand yet how to close their commercial deals and partner with someone that can help them with financing solutions for their businesses that they're installing solar projects on. So we just have the team and the ability. That's it.
And again, we spoke off air, and the reason why I wanted to bring you on is because you have so much to offer. And again, I have great relationships with other companies, that service Long Island, but you might be housed here or headquartered here on Long Island, but you actually work in so many other areas. Tell our listeners, the demographics that you cover.
Yeah, when it comes to commercial renewable energy development and financing, we're a nationwide provider. So we cover the entire nationwide footprint. That means that we have an understanding of the feasibility and the viability of each state, each utility company, and we have the team that can process business all over the country. When it comes to residential, we focus on mainly the East Coast. We have installation partners scattered around the entire East Coast, as well as states like Texas, Arizona, California. So with the technology and the culture that we've built, we're really able to expand into new markets and kind of just duplicate what we're doing here in New York in other states.
And I know, just for the sake of time, one of the conversations we had, you're speaking about your installers, and we're speaking about, just in general about the disruption of the market and what happens as far as the markups, right, in the industry. Do you think because you have a pulse on what's happening in your industry, we've discussed the fact that your financing is cheaper and your installation is cheaper. And do you think it's because you've had the opportunity to see exactly what's happening in the market and pick your partners?
Yeah, we're really good at vetting partners. I think that being one of the largest commercial solar developers out there right now, we have the ability to purchase a lot of equipment, and then we're able to, when you buy things in bulk, you get discounts, right?
Yeah.
So we extend those discounts to homeowners. We're using a lot of times the same equipment for commercial projects that we use for residential projects. So we're able to offset the cost of the equipment by how much, equipment that we're procuring, right? So that's just one of the ways that we're able to help save customers money that our competitors can't. And of course, our ability to partner with the right teams. There's a lot of solar installers popping up all over the place right now. Everybody's trying to get on it, but there's really good teams out there that, if you work hard enough, you could partner up with them, and that's what we've done.
I love it. So once again, we are speaking with the team at Uprisen. And if you are interested in solar, renewable energy, or even potentially an employment opportunity, Tyler, how do they reach out to you?
Yeah, you can go to uprisen.com. That's UPRISUN.com. And there's a lot of great stuff on there. We have webinars every week, meet and greets to, go over what we do and how we do it. We have a lot of different opportunities.
I love it. So you heard it here first. Long Island News Radio. Stay tuned for our next guest.